Good afternoon, parents and students. This is Mr. Bird. I wanted to take just a few minutes to talk to you about some things that we're dealing with in the classroom. This is week number 3, and we are getting better on some things, but there are still some issues that we are having some problems with, and I wanted to take just a few minutes and go over those with you. This is 5th grade expectations. I kind of went over this the other day in open house, so if you were not there, this will be new for you. If you were there, this will be a refresher for you. But we're all in this together. My first slide that I have is expectations for classroom behavior. As your child is in 5th grade now, they are the oldest ones in this hallway. In the hallway that we're in, it covers grades 3 through 5. Your child should know how to behave in the classroom by now, okay? But we are running into some issues where many of the 5th grade students simply are not behaving appropriately. Number one, when a teacher is teaching or talking, I do not want you to talk. This is a problem that I'm running into in class. This is probably the biggest problem I'm seeing this year out of all the years I've taught, is I have a group of students that just talk constantly. Sometimes I have students when I'm up teaching that kind of give me the look as if to say, are you done yet so I can talk with my friends? Please help your child understand it is very important that they be quiet in class and that they listen. When you talk, you take away from the rights of others to learn, and I don't want that to happen. Follow all the directions the first time they are given. This is drilled into students' heads from the very beginning in school. But yet this year I have many 5th graders that don't seem to understand that. If I give a direction to turn to a certain page or to do a certain activity or simply just line up quietly, I have some students that they don't seem to understand that I'm serious about this. So work on this with your child. Follow the directions the first time they are given. Okay, in our classrooms we have rules, and I expect the behavior to improve. I have my classroom rules posted in my room. Ms. Shapiro does as well. We also sent home a pack with you yesterday, I think it was. It has rules and expectations, as well as the merit system. That's on there. So please make sure that you go over that with your child and sign it. I realize some parents are not in agreement with that. If you feel those rules are too much, I'd be glad to sit down and talk with you about that. But just like there are laws in the real world that maybe we don't always agree with, we have to have those for a reason. Agendas, they must be checked and signed every night. I'm having a very bad problem with this. Many students are coming in and quite simply parents are being honest and saying, my mom and dad won't check my agenda. I don't understand that. That's something that should be automatic. Check your child's agenda every single night. I can't stress that enough. Check that agenda. It takes 2 seconds. And also it lets your child know that, hey, I care about your education. Check over it, make sure they've got their assignments, and initial it, and that lets us know that, yes, I am seeing what's going on. Homework, oh my gracious, this is a big issue this year. Make sure that your child is doing all of the homework. That's why I've underlined that. And not only that, that they turn it in the next day. Many students are coming to class. Let's say, for example, in math class, Ms. Shapiro gives 3 pages. Well, many students are coming in with just a half a page done. And they're saying, well, I just did this much. Well, that's not the whole entire assignment. Please, please, please help us out and make sure that your child is doing all of the homework because we're preparing them for next year. Okay? Parents, how can you help? This is another slide I have for you. Number one, please help your child understand the importance of school. I talked to all the 5th grade students today about you've got to be at school. Many of them are coming to school and they get home-itis, and what I mean by that is we start to go into work on something or discuss something in class and their stomach starts hurting or their throat starts hurting or whatever. If your child is legitimately sick and running a fever, please keep them at home. Okay, throwing up, diarrhea, whatever it might be, keep them at home. We don't need it at school. But if they're just coming and they're not liking it because of whatever, please stress to them the importance of being at school. Okay, they've got to be here. Review that in your handbook about how many absences you're allowed. That's clearly spelled out for you, but you need to make sure you're doing your part and get your child to school. Number 2, work with your child each night. Check homework. Check Skyward. Now the grades are being posted on Skyward. It's your job as a parent to check those things and to make sure and keep track with your child. If you start seeing that they are failing in a particular subject, it's your job as a parent to make sure that you notify the teacher and ask for a conference. Sit down with us and find out, well, what's going on that they're not getting this. Check their homework every night. I've already discussed that. Read with and to your child. Many students don't get that opportunity. Carve out some time in your day to sit down with your child. Find a book and read together. As a reading language arts teacher, I can't stress that enough. Your children need to practice reading. They need to hear you reading to them. I don't care if it's the sports page. I don't care if it's a hunting magazine or whatever it might be. Read with your child and to your child. Each week we have a reading assignment. Let your child read with you and you read to them. If you learn to read and you work on that, that's going to be better for your child. Number 4, teach your child to be respectful. This is a big issue that I'm seeing that I've not seen in a long time. Some of our students are just plain and simple or simply not respectful. They're not respectful to me as the teacher. They're not respectful to Ms. Shapiro. They're not respectful to each other. They're kind of rude to each other. This is a life skill that they should be taught, number 1, at home, and that we back up here at school. Make sure you're teaching your child to be respectful. I would like for them to say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am at school. I just think that speaks volumes for them. When I ask them to do something, yes, sir, or no, sir. That's respect, okay? And number 5, help push your student to reach his or her full potential. 5th grade is very difficult. This is one of the hardest grades that your child has been in so far. Everything's brand new. I don't want our children, our students, to take it easy. I want to push them. If it's uncomfortable to them, that's fine. But you and I both need to work together to push your child to be their best. If a B is the best they can do, then let's work together to see that they get that B every single time. If C is the best they can do, I want to push them to stay consistent and get that C. But if I see in your child that they have the potential to do a lot better, then I'm going to push them to get there. And I think you should as well. I think that's all I've got for you for today. I hope that this will help you to understand that we do have some issues that we need to address. I'm asking for your help on the home front, that you help your child to understand these things. And as always, if you have a question or you would like to talk to me or Ms. Shapiro, please email us or call the school and set up a time for a meeting. But I believe that this slide should do it and that we can all work together for that. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.